video. Today we are doing a sequence of my most famous video, I would guess, which is the Portuguese lesson in ASMR style. So, in this video, I actually recorded this once before, but I just lost the footage, so I'm doing it second time. I hope this time it goes well. I've actually had the words all written now in my notebook, and I think you don't need to hear me write them again. So I have this water to make nice watery sounds while I speak slash, I don't know, doing some pauses, I don't know. And actually I'll show you a cool trick for every each one of you who is thinking of starting a YouTube channel, because this is the most, like, I don't know, improv thing I actually did, because I don't have a mic stand. I just have like the mic with the cord, you know. So I'll show you what's my stance. Wait, it's a shoe. Yes, it's a shoe, and it works. And it works perfectly. I actually got it on top of my computer. But yeah, it works, so I'll just use it that way. Yeah. So without further ado, let's start our Portuguese lesson. So my theme for today, I would say, it's everyday use words. So me, I'm a native, and I use these words every day. So these are words that I think you would use if you were a native, and sentences. And so yeah, since I am one, I think I'll give you the best examples I can. Again, I believe that when learning a language, not only you should have fun, because I mean, you can't add loads of fun into learning a language, because there's nothing funny there. It's just learning words. But if you can learn like cool things and expressions and so on, it makes it easier. And also, I believe when someone is learning a language, they are doing it because they want to speak as close to the natives. So again, what better than a native telling you how he speaks? Of course, there are many differences between like different regions of Portugal. It's the same as having like differences from the UK to America. So there are many languages different, even though they are speaking the same language. But by talking like this, everyone should understand you in the whole country. There are just subtle things that you wouldn't learn on a normal, I would say, lesson or language lesson. At least that's what I think. So I have 5 sentences here that will help you improve your Portuguese. Again, if I think it's better for you to watch my first video to kind of familiarize with the language, how it sounds and so on, because it might sound weird on a first glance. So I'll show you. I hope my light doesn't block these. Yeah, it doesn't. So, sorry, this notebook is all cranky and stuff. I mean, it's good for like sounds, I would guess. So the 5 sentences are: at what time do you arrive? Do you know where my cell phone is? Can you wash the dishes? Where are you going? And can you borrow me your charger? Yeah. So let's start with the first one. At what time do you arrive? At what time do you arrive? At what time do you arrive? And this in Portuguese is: a que horas chegas? A que horas chegas? A que horas chegas? A que horas chegas? So, translating bit by bit, at what time would be a que horas? So, a que horas means arrive is chegas. So this has, of course, there are many. You won't have the same amount of words that you have on the English version in the Portuguese version because verbs and stuff are made differently in each language. But yeah, at what time do you arrive? A que horas chegas? 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 Also, I forgot to mention this, sorry for always being distracted, but one of the reasons that I like to do these ASMR Portuguese lessons is because when I actually enjoy watching these, even though I'm Portuguese, I know the language, but I actually enjoy watching these, and I feel like Portuguese people like to watch this as well, but I would imagine so. And when I search for these kind of videos in YouTube, usually there's ASMR Portuguese lesson, but in Brazilian Portuguese. And I mean, no offense, I love Brazilian, and I have very close friends who are from Brazil, but I just like, I find it more relaxing for me to listen to foreigners try and speak my language. Like, especially there is this YouTuber which is Sound and Vision ASMR. I think that's his name. Yeah, and he does these lessons, and he doesn't have the accent, but it's, I don't know, it's just relaxing. I just find it relaxing. So yeah. So next sentence. So, do you know where my cell phone is? Very helpful if you lose your cell phone. Do you know where my cell phone is? 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 Translates to: sabes onde é que está o meu telemóvel? Sabes onde é que está o meu telemóvel? Sabes onde é que está o meu telemóvel? Or another version: sabes onde é que o meu telemóvel está? Sabes onde é que o meu telemóvel está? Sabes onde é que o meu telemóvel está? So, but as I was saying, you notice that I said two different versions of this Portuguese sentence. I said, sabes onde é que está o meu telemóvel? And sabes onde é que o meu telemóvel está? So, basically I said this because in Portuguese you can kind of change the noun like to one and another part of the sentence. So basically what I'm saying is, do you know where my cell phone is? Or do you know where is my cell phone? That's basically the difference. Do you know where my cell phone is, or do you know where is my cell phone? And I don't know if in English actually this is incorrect, saying do you know where is my cell phone. I think it is, but in Portuguese it isn't. You can say it both ways. So on to the next sentence, and the next one is very helpful as well. Is this one? Can you wash the dishes? Can you wash the dishes? Can you wash the dishes? Can you wash? Can you wash? Can you wash the dishes? Can you wash the dishes? Which in Portuguese is: podes lavar a louça? 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 Or, importas-te de lavar a louça? 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 Okay, so let me explain you a little bit on this one, because as you can see I've said it in two different ways again. So basically they are both the same thing, but I guess when we say podes lavar a louça, it's more on a friendly way, I would guess. At least that's what I think. And podes lavar a louça literally translates to can you wash the dishes. As for importas-te de lavar a louça, translates to do you mind washing the dishes. And like I would say in English, saying do you mind washing the dishes or can you wash the dishes is basically the same thing. I think no one would think that that's different or has different connotations. And in Portuguese, I believe there is different connotations because when you say podes lavar a louça, you're just asking in a polite way or just a friendly way if you can wash the dishes. But when you say do you mind or importas de lavar a louça, it's because you already asked that person to wash the dishes at least once. So you'll be like, importas de lavar a louça. And yeah, at least that's what my mom says when I don't do it on the first time. So yeah, that's where I get the different connotation. And again, this is all my experience, so don't take this as like this is what happens every time. There are people who talk like with importas instead of podes, so not always it has a negative connotation, but it's important to know these facts, these bits and pieces. Next sentence. Where are you going? In Portuguese. Onde é que vais? Onde é que vais? Aonde é que vais? Aonde é que vais? Aonde é que vais? Where? Aonde é que are you? Oh wait. I just said it in English double times. I was meant to translate it like English word to word, like where, onde are you, going, vais, where are you going, onde é que vais, or onde é que vais. So basically, the little change I did on this one is very subtle. You can say onde, which is where, or aonde, which is like a before that o, aonde, or onde, which is, they are both the same thing. There is no difference in here. So yeah, aonde é que vais? Onde é que vais? Where are you going? Next one. Can you borrow me your charger? Right. Can you borrow me your charger? Can you borrow me your charger? Can you borrow me your charger? Very important one. If you ever lose your charger and are in Portugal or Brazil, or any other country that speaks Portuguese as main language, you will have a borrowed charger. And in Portuguese is podes me emprestar o teu carregador. This is a big one. Podes me emprestar o teu carregador. Podes me emprestar o teu carregador. Or emprestas-me o teu carregador. Emprestas-me o teu carregador. So, why are these two different? Because of the pronominalization. Yeah, pronominalization. It's a big word. And what basically means is that you can insert like the subject like joined with the word. This is very difficult because I'm not that good at Portuguese and all these details and grammar things, but this is what I know. And it's pretty obvious. I mean, you can say podes me, which is can you borrow me, or like me, in this case me is me. It's basically the same in Portuguese and English, right? It's the same way. Me, just say it differently. And you'll be like, podes me emprestar, can you borrow me? This is what translates. Can you borrow me is podes me emprestar. And then your, o teu, charger, carregador. Charger is carregador. Or you can say, can you borrow me? All these 4 words. Can you borrow me in only one, which is emprestas-me. By saying emprestas-me, you're saying borrow me. Basically, if I had to translate it, this like shorter version to English, like directly, would be borrow me your charger. You don't have to insert the can you. You'd be like, borrow me your charger. It sounds a little bit like Yoda. But yeah, that's how you say it. So now, let's turn the page. Oops. And let's see some words. So I actually divided this into like the north and south of Portugal, how you say it in both parts. So the first word in Portuguese will be how you say it in the south, and the second word will be how you say it in the north. By the way, I won't curse in English, but I will curse in Portuguese because, I mean, if you go to the north part of Portugal, you'll hear curse words. So you might as well know them. So if someone curses at you or insults you, you actually know what they are saying, and you don't be like, okay, you won't be ignorant because you know it. So yeah, these are very easy words to learn, and the first one is bollocks, 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 bollocks. I mean, you can say it in many different ways in English, but I just chose this one. And in the south part of Portugal, you say it caraças, like when you hurt someone, or no, sorry, not when you hurt someone, but when you hurt yourself, and you're like, caraças, magoei, which is, oh, bollocks, I just hurt myself. So yeah, that's in the south part of Portugal. In the north part of Portugal, you say caralho, which is a curse word in English. I won't say it because, I mean, you don't need to. If you hear someone say caralho, it's an insult. So you have caralho, caralho. Again, this word caralho is like a comma in the north part of Portugal, in the city that I live, which is Porto, which is like the second biggest city. You use it everywhere. If you hurt yourself, you'll be like, caralho, magoei, or caralho, I just hurt myself. If you want to say that you like that car a lot, you say, oh, that car is do caralho, or aquele carro é do caralho. If you said it in English, you wouldn't. It's the same as using, okay, I'll just curse in English. It's the same as using shit. It's like, you are the shit. It means that you are very good at something, but you are shit. It means that you are absolutely terrible. In Portuguese, it's the same thing. You can say, tu és do caralho, which is, you are the shit. And you'll be like, okay, that's a good thing. But if you say, és caralho, which translates to, you are shit, you're basically insulting the person. So yeah, you got those two versions. Then next up you have stupid/dumb. So again, another insult. It's very nice to learn insults because then you know when someone is insulting you. And believe me, you can, like, Portuguese people do that a lot when they are with tourists because they know they won't understand them, and they'll be like, if they just get mad at them, they'll just be like, oh, vai pro caralho, which is go fuck yourself, basically. And people won't understand it, but now you will, because you shouldn't do that. If you are Portuguese and you do that, you shouldn't. Even though I already did it, but people learn. So yeah, basically, stupid or dumb. In the north part of Portugal, sorry, in the south part of Portugal, you say estúpido/idiota. And you can actually understand this very easily because stupid, estúpido, stupid. And like idiota is actually, idiota is idiot. Again, very easy to understand. You can probably guess that one. But in the north part of Portugal, we say it in a different way, and you wouldn't guess it in a million years, which is murcão. Or if you want to say it like a real northern, you say murcão, which is like very close, murcão. So murcão is basically, I mean, it's just a dumb person. It's just stupid. Every insult that you can tell to a person, if you can call someone like stupid, dumb, idiot, every insult is murcão in Porto. It's like one of the most iconic words in the north part of Portugal, and it has an explanation why. Because basically you're calling someone a dog, and I'll explain you that on the next word, which is dog. So dog in the south part of Portugal, you say cão. So as you can probably guess, cão, murcão. It's like the end of murcão is actually the word cão. So you're calling someone basically a dog. but that's how you say it in the south part of Portugal, because in the north part of Portugal we don't say cão, we say Xico. Xico, 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 Xico. We say Xico. And I have actually a funny story about this, because I once had a dog whose name was Xico. So, as you can probably guess, it was Xico the dog, but Xico means dog, so my dog's name was Dog. Basically, that was that. It's like the desert of Sahara, because Sahara in Arabic or something like that means desert. So desert of Sahara is basically the desert of desert. So yeah, I didn't know that when actually it was my father that named the dog, and I didn't know that, but now I know, and it's actually pretty dumb. But yeah, it's funny as well. And the next word is umbrella. Umbrella, 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 umbrella. For the words I'm choosing, like words who are very different from the south to the north. And umbrella in the south is chapéu de chuva or guarda-chuva. And I'll translate this directly, which is chapéu de chuva is literally a hat of rain. Chapéu means hat and chuva means rain. So chapéu de chuva is a hat of rain. And guarda-chuva is keep rain. It's a funny word to say. But yeah, like imagine you could say guarda-redes, which is goalkeeper. Like redes is the goal. And guarda is keeper. So guarda-chuva is keeper rain or keep rain, because guardar is the verb to keep. So yeah, in Portuguese we say keep rain or rain hat. And in the north part of Portugal we say it chusu, which is a very, very, very different way to say it. Chusu, 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 chusu. So yeah, I don't know actually why it's called chusu. I mean, you know the form of an umbrella, and like chusu for me, it's not appropriate, like an appropriate word, because I don't know, I imagine chusu like a chorizo or something like that, like a piece of meat. That's what I would call a chusu. But I mean, I don't know, I have to look into it actually. And the last word for the day will be hanger. Hanger. Here it is. Hanger. Hanger, 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 hanger. Not hanger by being angry, but hanger as you hang your clothes there. And the word for this is, in the south part of Portugal, is cabide. C-A-B-E. Sorry, C-A-B-I-D-E. Cabide. And in the north part of Portugal, we say cruzeta. Cruzeta. Cruzeta, 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 cruzeta. Cruzeta, cruzeta. Cruzeta, 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 cruzeta. Cruzeta, cruzeta, cruzeta. Cruzeta, 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 cruzeta. So I'll just show it how you write it. I don't know if you can say it properly, but yeah, here it is. Cruzeta and cabide, which is anchor. So I'll actually make a sentence using all of these words, like the north part. So let me think of this. Ok. Ó murcão do caralho, não te esqueças quando fores levar o Jack a passear, de levar o chuso e o teu casaco tá na cruzeta. So this is a very north sentence, and I'll translate it, which is you stupid dumb person. Don't forget to bring the umbrella when you, and the jacket, which is hanged in anger, when you go take the dog out for a walk. So yeah, that's basically the sentence that I make. So yeah, I hope you guys like this second Portuguese lesson. I certainly did, because I really like to teach you guys some cool things about my culture. Always don't forget to give me feedback on how the sound quality is and so on and so forth, because that really helps me knowing how and like how you guys like it to hear the sounds and how to improve. And always don't forget to subscribe if you like the content and to drop that like. I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for watching.